Just breathe in and breathe out few times. And then 3, take a deep breath in for Om chanting. I'll have Guru Vandana. Akhanda Mandala Karam Vyapam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tashmai Shri Guruve Namah Ajnanatimidandhasya Gana Janashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yenam Tashmai Shri Guruve Namah Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tashmai Shri Guruve Namah Tashmai Shri Guruve Namah Tashmai Shri Guruve Namah. Let us seek blessings of Mahavatar Babaji, his sister Mataji, Amar Jyoti ji, Guruji Prem Nirmal, Guru Ma Bharti Nirmal, and all masters of Guru Mandala. With their blessings, we shall start our learning session today. So, today's topic is law of karma. To understand the law of karma, I will share what is my direct experience with this law of karma. It may not match with something else in the written somewhere, etc. That's fine. Okay, but this is understanding. In my understanding, this law of karma is like energy balance. We have done something, said something, thought about something which disturbs the energy, the equilibrium, energy balance. So if we disturb something, disturb means deviate from the neutral position. If we do something which deviates that, then equal and opposite thing need to be done to bring it in the under neutral condition. And this normally I give with the example of a pendulum. So suppose this is the pendulum. So at present, if you don't do anything, if you leave it like that, then it will be in the neutral position. Now you have done or said something, so it shifted to one side. So when you have done, said something, it shifted because of the energy balance, because you already spent some amount of energy to bring it shifted from the neutral position. If that is released, automatically it will go to the other side, equal and other side, before coming to the neutral again. So this, when you go to the equal and opposite side, that will happen automatically because it wants to come back to the neutral again. So if something we said, done or thought, or anything which created the shift, it has to go to equal and opposite to come back to the neutral position. because that is why the energy is balanced. Imbalance of energy, unless until you forcefully stay there or spend a lot of other energy to hold it there, it will not stay there. By its natural law, it will come back to its original neutral position, because that is its own position. That is its default position. That is its natural position. So if you understand this pendulum thing, then it will be very easy to understand that what is something is called the karmic account. Maybe we have done many, many things that imbalanced the system, the energy system. Good or bad, I am not going, because it doesn't matter that it is you shifted in this direction or shifted in another direction. No matter which direction you shifted, the moment you release, it will come to the other side. So it will happen for so-called good. It will also happen for so-called bad. It has to go to equal and opposite before it comes to the normal, neutral position. So that is the right kind of understanding of this law of karma. So but what happens is the time comes in between. This action and reaction, what we have done, the cause and effect, they are not getting in the same time most of the time. Some of them they get instantly. Okay, some of the thing that it can be instantly got. If you put your hand in the fire, hand will burn. It is instant. Action, reaction, matter settled. But some of them will take a very long time. Like you planted a seed. If you planted a seed, to get the fruit will take long time. It will not be instantaneous. It will grow on its own way, and then finally it will sprout, and then tree will form, and then from the tree the fruit will come. It will take time. So it is not instantaneous. You have created the cause, but fruit will come much later. In our life's journey, what happens is, if something has been created but not settled, means energy has not gone to the other side and coming into neutral, that become pending. End of our life has a limited, the time period is limited. So any imbalance we have created in this life, if we cannot bring everything to neutral, those go into our karmic account. Karmic account is something, I call it is your spiritual bank balance. Like only karma, the experience, those deviations you created, that will go and record it, and it will pass on to the next life. Any other thing, any materialistic thing, money, property, your name, fame, education, designation, relatives, family, nothing can go except karma. Both good and bad karma will go with you, if not settled already. So fundamental question is why the karma is created to start with. Karma is, now listen this part very carefully. Karma we create out of our free will. Soul does not, once a person is taken birth, then soul does not control each and every moment, each and every action, each and every word, because with the soul we have the free will contract, the free will. And there are three things coming under free will. One is our thoughts, words, and actions. Mana, vacha, karmani. These three things are part of our free will agreement with our soul. That means at present, right now, what you are going to think, right now, what you are going to say, right now, what you are going to do, it is completely up to you. In between, nobody else will come. It is a different matter if you choose not to say something. It is your choice. But you can. Okay. So suppose you wanted to shout now. No. Very good, very good. Nobody will stop you. If you think anything, what nonsense is talking, that also thought you can free to think. Nobody can stop you. Or if you say, I wanted to clap my hands, nobody can stop you. Right now you can do that. Okay. So basically what I'm saying is that thoughts, words and action of this moment, what you are going to do now, what you're going to say now, what you are going to think now, you are free to choose. That is your free will. And as we have a free will, that's why we can also deviate from our soul's plan. Soul might have a plan for us in this life, but because we have a free will, we can deviate from that. Means soul may be given in a car with a car key and a map. But you are the driver. You are driving your car, life's car. In the midway, I said, okay, I can see there is a beautiful, river there. Let me go to the river and come back. That is your choice. You can select. Take the vehicle out of the road, go to the river and sit there for some time and come back. So this part is your free will. The car will not be stopped in the midway because you are, leaving the path. It is up to you to go or not to go. So because we have a free will, we create karma. Means because of our free will, we say or do or think something which disturbs the energy balance rather. And because of that imbalance, we create karma. So that is the right understanding. So I'm just now summarize these things. Law of karma is nothing but every action has its equal and opposite reaction, a cause and effect. Why every action has equal and opposite reaction? Because energy needs to be balanced. Energy need to come to neutral. So if it is shifted in one way, it has to go to again shift to the other side before coming back to the neutral. If it gained energy, it has to lose energy before coming to the neutral, 0 point. If it lost energy, then it will gain some energy before coming back to the neutral. So it's all same. So it is cause and effect. Why we at all generate karma? Because we generate out of our free will. If somebody is not having a free will, means a car cannot generate karma. It's a machine. It doesn't have a free will. Okay. Like in the lower level, like mineral kingdom, nobody can generate karma. It doesn't have a free will. In the plant kingdom also, nobody can generate karma. It doesn't have a free will. It has to nature's law. Whatever is the nature, it will give you that only. Lower level animals doesn't have a free will. Only the higher level animals, they have a free will. And then finally, human also for sure they have a free will. So higher level of animals and the human being, they have a free will and they will come under this purview of karma because they can generate karma. That's why the karmic account will be created and they need to settle it. Up to this point, if you have any question, why we generate karma, and this you can unmute and ask the question only on this part.
Rajdeep, Supriya.
Yeah, okay, yes, Supriya, go ahead.
Sorry. So some here soul has been born, its first human birth, and in that birth, that soul has performed all good karma. Has not performed any bad karma.
Yes.
So will that karmic account have to be neutralized by going back to negative bad karma?
No, he will get a reward.
No, but it has to come back to zero, right?
No, not zero. You said good karma, no? Good karma is still a karma. I mean, it shifted it one side.
Yeah, exactly. So then how the
Yeah,
energy imbalance
then
has
he will,
already happened.
that energy need to be balanced. He will get the reward for that.
By getting the reward, what will happen?
No, getting the reward, that energy will get neutralized.
How, what, in this case, can you explain like what is the reward?
No, just a moment. Before going to that reward,
Mm.
are you saying if somebody has not done any karma or all good karma,
Mm, mm.
is he still need to come back? Is it that is the question?
No, he needs, if he comes, you said that if he comes, suppose he's done in his first birth, he has done all good karma.
Correct. So he has to,
But his
if he
pendulum has
didn't enjoy,
mm,
if he didn't enjoy the reward in that life, he will come back again and get the reward.
okay, but but then it will still not be coming back to zero, right? It will still not be neutral by getting the reward.
So after he gets the reward, it comes back to zero.
Oh, after he gets the reward, he's back to beginning again.
Zero. Yeah, yeah.
But he will still be born to get the reward.
No, that's what I asked you. Is
Yeah.
your question that whether he still
Yeah,
needs
both.
to
Both.
take birth to get the reward or not? Is that is your question? That the answer is different.
No, this is the second part of the question. The first part was that I did not understand that.
Afterward, he has to come back to get the reward. Only after getting the reward, that particular karmic account will be closed because it is zero. Means he cannot get multiple reward for the same good act he has done.
So,
Once it is done, it is removed from the account and it is zero. That's it.
okay, and that reward means moving to a higher spiritual dimension. What is
That may
the
be multiple. That may be multiple things. Okay.
okay? For
That can be
example,
multiple things. This is one of them. Going to be higher level.
okay.
It again comes to the choice at the end of the life. When that particular life ends, then the soul decides which is the best incarnation possible for the
Mhm.
next life to lead. So this depends.
Okay, okay, right.
And your second part of the question is if he has, suppose he decided not to come back again, even to reap the rewards.
Mhm.
No, in that situation, that soul has a choice not to incarnate because he has got a credit. You can forgive the credit. You have given a loan to somebody. You can forgive the loan. You need not to come back.
Okay.
But you have taken loan. You are in the negative side. You have to come back to pay. So difference between people who have done all good karmas, they have a choice whether they like to take another birth or not to reap the benefit. Benefit you can say I don't need. You can surrender the benefit. It's all the time it's possible.
Okay.
But if you have taken negative karma, you have to come back. You don't have choice. You cannot surrender and forgive the negative thing. You borrowed money, cheated people, and say, I forgive. It's not possible. Okay. So that is the second question. Second question answer is yes, it is possible. If you don't want to come back, because all your accounts are positive accounts, you can surrender them, you can forgive the other people, and you don't need to come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Yes, Monica, you have a question?
Yeah, Pranam RPA.
Um,
So my question is, like, we usually take 60,000 thoughts in our mind.
correct, per day.
So when you say thoughts, words, and action and words is understandable, but thoughts is a subtle thing because we keep thinking. And so when we entertain a thought and when we do crosstalk with it, only then we find karma in it. And otherwise, if we ignore and if we are not thinking a thought, then it is not a karma, right?
Yeah.
Every single
So,
thought is karma that we
yeah,
take.
it depends upon your intention. Okay. It depends on your intention. If you are intentionally thinking about something to harm some person, you have not said anything, you have not done anything, but your intention is to how I can harm this person. That binds karma. Okay. But if your something thought is harmless, that it will not bind any karma. Suppose the sky is blue, sunrise is good, when I can see the sunrise again. These are thought, but these are called karma neutral thoughts. Okay, so that makes the difference. Your intention matters. If you're intentionally thinking something to harm somebody, you will bind karma.
Yeah, thank you, RPA.
All right.
So RP, that means general thoughts which are coming to your mind. Like
one moment, Sonika. Sonika, one moment. Preeti ji, yes, go ahead.
Coming to dream, Atma, you said karma binds. Are there any intellectual Atmas and simple Atmas? Suppose there is no karma at all, the Atma, then you said you have the choice to come or not to come, and there are no karmas. So the Atma is intellectual, it will not come. So why should it come back? Are there any difference in between the different Atmas or something? Is there any such thing? The Atma has to be.
Okay, all right. So, see, earlier in the soul's journey, I have already explained that soul's journey is to gather experiences. So soul has a plan. So soul will come here and incarnate to meet the soul's plan. That is nothing to do with karma. But while executing soul's plan, then because of the free will, just what I explained a little bit earlier, because of the free will during some incarnation, they can think, they can do or say something which can disturb that energy, and that karma is added into the soul's plan. It was not in the original plan. Originally it will come maybe by 50 lifetimes, whatever the plan was, it is over. But most of the cases, what happens is, because they also generate karma, as and when the life progresses, second, third, fifth, 10th life, they get more and more karma. Then soul has to plan the next life such a way, not only to meet the soul's plan, but also neutralize those karma. And after few hundred lifetimes, original plan has gone long time back, they keep coming back for the karma only, to settle those karma. So in that case, soul only decides how to neutralize the karma. Soul does not generate any karma, neither soul can burn any karma at the soul level. Soul itself doesn't have any karma. It has to come to the incarnated body to either generate or settle the karma. So only the incarnated body has all this karmic account, not the soul. Soul only helped to choose the next incarnation so that the karma can get settled as quickly as possible.
And liberation is soul's work or mind? When you get Guru Kripa or something, enlightenment, how do you get liberated?
That will come back later on. We'll come back later on. In morning also I explained that in detail. So I'll discuss it now, but if you don't have time, please listen to that audio. Okay. In the morning session, I explained that in detail. The enlightenment part and the Guru Kripa part. Okay.
Yeah.
That is the end of soul's journey that we already explained, but I will try to address that separately. But you understood that soul's plan and karmic account, these are parallel thing runs in any incarnation. Okay, they are different. Okay. Okay. Yes, Sonika. Yeah, ask your question.
Yes, I was asking if we are thinking the general things like what I'll cook tomorrow morning, what I'll wear tomorrow, or planning for the next day, or your work or your day. So those plans or those thoughts will not bind any karma.
It's all about your intention is. If your intention is to execute your duty, no.
Yes, generally most of the thoughts are like how you'll plan your tomorrow. Like I'll do all these things. But that's again a thought. But that's a thought.
No. Yeah, but thought, but karma neutral. Okay. Those are called karma neutral thoughts.
Okay. And if I'm thinking that I will do this good to this person, I
Yeah.
might or might not be able to do. So in that case, will
Yeah.
I get the credit of thinking good for the other
You will
person?
get the credit. You will get the credit, but thoughts have a lower percentage of karma building. Thought may have a capacity to 5% building of karma. Okay. The words may have further higher level, like maybe about, say, 30% or 40% of karma building. And that action actually may be having rest of the 60% of karma building. So if it is, you can restrain on the thought level, you will get the benefit of that 5%. Benefit or loss, whatever it is. Okay, so that is how it works. So thought is a lower impact karma. Words are little higher, and actually taking action. If you take an example of thought of killing someone, okay, that will give a little bit of karma. But you thought as well as you conspire, you plan it, told somebody to others, then you are already talked about it and planned it. That will higher level of karma. And then you executed that murder. Then extreme karma will come. If you stop at the thought level, some thought of killing that person, then you say, okay, forget about it. Why to take the botheration? 5% of the karma will come to you. This percentage, I'm just saying, some arbitrary figure just to make you understand the degree of differences. That's all.
Okay.
All right. Fine. So I will now go to the second stage of this karma. This now, what are the types of karma? Okay, the types of karma. The first type is called sanchita karma. Sanchita karma means those we have done in the past. It is already stored. Where it is stored? It is stored at the Karan Deha, fifth body. We already understood our 7 body systems, no? So out of that, in the fifth body, this information gets stored. What you have done in certain incarnations. So that is called sanchita karma. It is stored in the form of a seed called karma bij. All these are just for understanding purposes, okay? In seed form or codified form. The next type of karma is called Kriyaman karma. Kriyaman karma means what you are doing now, it will give result later. Kriyaman karma means like suppose now I have cheated someone, so that I bind a new karma. I will get the effect of that, the punishment later. So this is the Kriyaman karma. What I'm currently doing right now, which will bind the karma for the future. And the third category is called Prarabdha karma. Prarabdha karma means it was in the storehouse, it was in the godown, it was in the Sanchita karma, but now it has downloaded from your fifth body to now in the physical body now. So you are under influence of that karma and it will give the result now. Or some downloaded maybe 1 week back, 1 month back. So you are currently under that influence of that karma. So whatever is a downloaded karma from the storage, Sanchita, is called Prarabdha karma. Prarabdha means downloaded form of the karma. The Prarabdha karmas originate from any past life things also, because in the fifth body holding them. So in the past lives also, if you have done something, it can come and affect in your present life. Which type of karma, when it will give you the results, somehow it can be predicted as per your soul's plan. Soul's plan of this life, not the original soul's plan. And that soul's plan can be accessible by some good astrologer, by the, the planetary positions and all those kind of stuff. If something good to happen, there is a time for it. It also depends on your age or possibilities and things like that. So all those combined, the practicality and all, so you can have that happen. Suppose you have a time to buy a new house. So definitely that particular karma will not happen most likely when you are at 10 years of age, because that time you're not earning, you don't have a capacity to sign and own a house. Most likely it will happen sometime, after, started your working, and that kind of time it will happen, this kind of things. So these are the similar type of thing, reward or something will happen in that way. Something says you have downloaded some karma of some you will get punished because of something, you will be jailed. So that time, if that karma gets downloaded, it will attack your intellect. It will poison your mind, and it will instigate you to do something, suppose stealing some money from an office account or something. And you think you are smart, nothing will happen, but you will see that you will get caught. And then after that, if there's an inquiry and you will be, declared guilty, and then, the court has given punishment, you went to jail. So all these things started because those kind of, you are behaving that way, and that's why that punishment has gone in that way. When something will drop down from this, nobody knows. This astrology business, I'm saying that it is only can predict the possibility. There is no guarantee anywhere. Most, right time to get this kind of things on the favorable conditions, because the soul's plan is that way. It happens. And this kind of karma is such that when it comes to prarabdha, no force in the world can stop it. That who is that Amazon owner, Jeff Bezos, I think, if I'm not, pronunciation may not be correct, but everything was going fine. He's one of the richest man in the world. Okay. Suddenly something happened. His wife has asked for the divorce. He was one of the top richest man in the world at that time. In the Amazon, is a head of that, owner. And that divorce case has been settled, and his whole worth, billions of dollars divided into him and his wife. So it is the wealth gets halved. So he is no longer the richest person in the world, or in that category. Few top. These kind of things happening because of karma. It comes unexpected sources, and it will normally you can think of, if the business losses has to happen, it has come from the business side. It didn't come from the business side. It came from the family side. Okay, that's how the karma works. And this is called prarabdha karma. When it will give a fruit, you will never know. But if something is there, it will come and give a fruit. No amount of wealth in the world can stop you from having that. It's impossible. Only you can buy a little bit more time. That's all it is. Anyway, so this I'm just giving some example of that. So to understand that how it works, what is the best approach? Best approach to neutralizing the karma. Now I'm going into the how to address them. Before I go into addressing this, so let me also say what is our soul play a role into that. So suppose in one lifetime you have done a lot of mistakes and you have a lot of bad karmas. So soul chooses the next life such a way that you get settled of those karma and come out of the karmic account. It is like suppose you are a father, you have a grown-up child, and your child has taken loan from a lot of banks, and in your home, you are getting, the calls and the emails and notices, the court notices that you repay, and otherwise, you will be jailed and things like that. There'll be complaint and court cases and things of that sort. So as a father, what will you advise to the grown-up child? You will say that better you pay these things to, these people and get out of your debt. No, there is no point in dangling, because it is creating our life hell. All right, to do that, you may have to sacrifice something with your lifestyle. You may not buy the car you wanted. You may not, shift to the house you wanted. But it doesn't worth it to get call and, from these banks and notices, court notices and whatnot. So your advice will be to the grown-up child is settle the debt as fast as you can. Next 2 years, no buying new thing. Yeah, reduce your lifestyle. Repay all the debt for next 2 years so that you can liberate it from the debt and live a free life thereafter. Whatever you like to do it afterwards, not now. Our soul also plays similar role to our incarnated body. It creates such a situation so that we can repay our debt as quickly as possible. That is why in the next life, the soul decides where to take birth, which will be the family, who will come across, who will be our close relatives, to whom we get married to, who will be the children and things like that. What are the kind of circumstances will come forward, and all these kind of things. Whole purpose is to settle the debt karmic debt as quickly as possible. That is how it played. And when we incarnate with that, if we follow that soul's plan, most likely by end of that life, we'll get out of it. But in practice, what happens is when they get incarnated, they are not spiritually aware. They are not aware of the soul's plan. Forget about going to the fifth body and downloading the information. Because of unawareness, because of ignorance, they do more mistakes and then come back again to settle that. Previous one may be settled, but next you build more. Why they build more? Build because of the free will. They have ignorance and the free will. And this deadly combination can lead towards that more and more karma. And that is why in the spirituality it is said, people come back hundreds of births they take because of this ignorance. They call punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Come, do again the same mistake, bind more karma, go back, come back again, take birth to settle those karmas, and in the process bring new. When it will keep on happening again and again and again, after several hundreds of births, some inner message started coming. How long you'll be like fool your lives like this, wasting your lives? Then they start thinking about spirituality. Just thinking, 50 lifetimes. They somehow, yes, no, touch and go position. Should we take it or don't take it? Should we take it, don't take it? Like that. Because I have seen I have more than 500 lifetimes. I have directly seen 70 at least. What happened there? So that's why I'm saying that from my experience, that what happens is quite a lot of time they decide whether at all to go to the spiritual things or not. And finally, they become serious and come into that spirituality. And when they come seriously taking that, then some master will appear, then gives a guidance. And after that, there is the spiritual lives are normally 7. The 7 lifetimes they got settled, all those things. So in one life, one of any one of the 7 can be the last one. Means they get guided, and then what happens is, I will talk about the neutralization method. Also, Preetiji's question, I will touch upon that, what happens at the time of enlightenment, what happens to the karma. I will touch upon that. But now, let me talk about the neutralization methods. Okay. Neutralization methods of neutralization means how to do about it. We know there are 3 categories of the karma. Outside that also there is some other category, but I'm not going into detail on those categories. Let us understand these three categories. Sanchita karma. To neutralize Sanchita karma, the method is meditation. When you do in the Chin Mudra, this fire element with the air element, sit down, and then we meditate. And through meditation, what we do is that it is called Dhyan Agni, meditative fire. In the meditative fire, we roast the karma bij. Any seed, if you plant it on the ground and water, it will sprout. Okay, suppose some chickpeas or something. But if the same chickpeas, if you roast it in the oven, then it will lose its capacity to sprout. It will remain there. It will not be destroyed, but it will not sprout anymore. And that is the technique used, spiritual technique used to deal with the Sanchita karma. Sanchita karma, that is why any master you go, they said you meditate, meditate and meditate. They are not saying meditate for nothing. The more you meditate, more your Sanchita karma will get roasted. They will not sprout because it is your karma boj that will not allow you to proceed further. So unless until you meditate and burn or roast your karma bij, you will not be liberated enough to move forward. So that's why first line of neutralization is a meditation. Even though without any reason, you need not to meditate to ask something. Simply you meditate, automatically those karma bijas, some part of the karma bij will get roasted. So this is about the Sanchita karma. Kriyaman karma, the neutralization method. Kriyaman means whatever we're doing now, it will generate that karma and will suffer later. So in this case, what will happen is, because of our free will will go, as I explained to you just earlier, that because of free will we go into that path. So how we can not generate any karma, or we can take actions which is karma neutral. Earlier I was discussing with answering Supriya's question about the karma neutral, or Sonika's question, that there are some actions which are karma neutral. It doesn't generate any karma. So how to do that? How to take those, say those words, how to think those things or take those actions which will not impact the karmic account. This is called karma neutral activities. These karma neutral activities comes from your awareness. You need to be aware that which one action I'm going to take that will disturb the karmic account. First step to do that is called, all the time you should be in the witness mode. We learn the witnessing the thought, witnessing the emotions and things like that. Why we learn all those things? Because witnessing in the first step of the awareness, what is going on in my mind. If something bad, thing has been cooked up in my mind, if I am in the witness mode, I can catch it in the level, in the planning stage only. And I can, even it goes to the effect, I can address that and I can dissolve that thought. So it will not come into the further words and actions mode. And this is called eternal vigilance. You have to be observant what is going on in the mind so that you can catch those thoughts in the beginning and you can see what is going on and you can neutralize there. But for that, you need awareness. You need the, awareness of the thoughts, awareness of the emotions, awareness of your own, what is going on in your mind. That we practice during meditation also, this step, be awareness of the thought, chitta upasana. And what is happening to that, whether it triggers an emotion or not and all those things, if you are vigilant, then we can stop it at that level, will not bind any more karma. So that is about the Kriyaman karma. And what about the Prarabdha karma? Till such time earlier, it was believed that if the Prarabdha karma, which is downloaded, nobody can do anything about it. But Babaji has now gifted a technology. We can address even Prarabdha karma. The understanding of this technology is this. So when from the higher body, as I said, that is stored in the fifth body. So what happens, we call it trickle down. Drop by drop, it comes down from the lower bodies, from fourth and third, and then enter the second body, which is the energy body. And second body to physical body, which is the first body, the entry point is Shushumna Nadi. Shushumna Nadi is the energy channel of our body. We all learned, no? There are 7 chakras there. We all learned that. So what happens is this karma bij, now it is ready. It is downloaded. So it enter into our system through Shushumna Nadi. You know, the Shushumna Nadi, and it is supported by Chandra and Surya Nadi and things like that. So that is the central corridor of our energy system of our body. And all over our body, there are 72,000 nadis, which control the energy system of our body. So when it enters, understand that, you know, scientifically, when it enters into our system from the energy body to physical body, it enters through Shushumna Nadi, which is the energy corridor of our body. And then it goes and affect our intellect, our brain. And then if some poison is coming, that poison, they will capture our intellect and poison our mind. Then we behave that way, we talk that way, we think that way, we take action that way, and that makes me into trouble. That's how the effect of karma is given. Buddhi karmanusarini. That time, some people say, are you lost your mind? Means that time, that person is under the influence of his karma. They will say something, do something, take some decision, and he will get punished for that. The time has come, or maybe some disease has come, some cancer. That trickles down, enter into our system, goes into our body cells, inform the body cells, this is the time. Now start behaving erratically, and then it is the cancerous cell is formed, and then it starts doing these things. So you will go to the medical checkup, you will find that yes, you are detected with a cancer. Then whole your life will change. And that's how the karma works. Now how to neutralize this, as I said earlier, there was no control. You have to suffer. But now, why I'm saying that Babaji has given a gift so that we can deal with this, even Prarabdha karma. Think of in the Kriya what we do. We activate chakras, no? Those 7 chakras, where those chakras are located? They are located in your Shushumna Nadi. And what is the purpose of the Kriya? We awaken Kundalini from the first chakra to the 7th. And we do all the time we practice. How we practice? First chakra to 7th chakra. Bottom up. It will not never be up from the top to down. So every time we do Kriya in any mudra, we do energy and we activate the chakra, and that Kundalini energy goes from the lowermost chakra to highermost chakra. All the time, this is the thing. In that sense, we are giving the energy flushing the energy with a pranic energy, and Kundalini is getting awakened, and it just flushing up from 1 to 7 chakra. If you do that regularly, if you do Kriya regularly, what happens is that during the flush of this energy, this Kundalini energy, the Shushumna Nadi, anything has been dripping from the higher bodies, the karmic thing, which get flushed off. So if you practice Kriya regularly, your Shushumna Nadi will be clean. Any karma which has been melted and coming into the system through Shushumna Nadi will be instantly flushed off. It will not be able to accumulate. Forget about going to your brain and controlling your intellect and things like that. So it will not happen. Only thing is you have to allow that Sushumna Nadi to be cleaned by Kriya. If you don't say practice Kriya for a certain long duration, 1 or 2 weeks, maybe there was something will trickle and they will start affecting you. So that is the technology. So if we regularly practice Kriya, then our Sushumna Nadi gets cleaned. No matter what karma is getting downloaded, they will be flushed off, so that effect will not come. The cancerous, the information, what might have trickled down, if I'm regularly practicing Kriya, I will not get cancer because that is flushed off. Those codification, the trickle down effect will not happen. Simply we keep our Sushumna Nadi clean. So this is how we neutralize the prarabdha karma. Earlier there was no technology, but now we have it. So now we have given these 3. One is that for Sanchita karma, it is a meditation. As much meditation is possible for you to do. Second one is the Kriyaman karma. It is awareness and witness. These are important parameters, so that you are conscious, you are aware, you are not building any new karma unknowingly. And the third is that the prarabdha karma, to deal with it is regular kriya. If you practice regular kriya, your Sushumna Nadi will be clean, and no matter what kind of karma is getting downloaded, it will be flushed up. You will be saved from the effect of that karma. So this is the 3 categories of that. So now up to this point, I will have one further last thing about the enlightenment and Karmakshalan. I will go into that a little bit later. But now you tell me if any question you have about the types of karma and the neutralization of the karma. If you have any question, unmute and ask the question.
Not exactly, but something similar. As you said, our chakras will get open. How will we get to know as an individual whether the chakras are open or not?
You need not to. You have to practice only. Okay. You have to practice and it will happen. You need not to know which one is open, how much is open and all those. There is some technology is there called Kirlian camera. Okay. The Kirlian camera, we can take photo like X-ray and see how much is open and all, but it's not needed. Just keep practicing. Okay. Keep practicing and whatever it is, it will be flashed off. Okay. So no need to go into the detail how much open and all this, because these are all intellectual understanding. It will not help you. Suppose if I give you the report, your root chakra is open, say 85%, and the next chakra is 62%, then the next higher one 72%, and so on and so forth. I'll give you a report. What will you do with that?
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah. So better drop this idea that you just do the practice. Phal khane se matlab hai. It is just need the results, and do the practice, get the results, and that's it. Yeah.
One more thing, it's just feeling with the chakra till Sahasra, nothing more female. Do we have to think of female gland opening and mingling or something? Do we have to think of that before?
Preetiji, your voice is again, the signal is not clear. Can you repeat slowly?
This about chakras coming up.
Yes.
After the last chakra, do we have to think of the female gland? Do we have to mingle with that or something? Like the bypass of the female gland and something, or just stop the whole process? That's all.
Okay, still not clear. I'm just saying, phrasing it. Let me say it is yes or no. So you are saying this when you do the, it is necessary to keep the chakras open, or it is necessary for do kriya?
No. You go 2-3 times up and down feeling the chakras, right? 2 times.
No, not down, only up.
Up, then come down, up, then come down, then up, right?
No. It is always up.
Then again from the bottom you have to start.
Yes, always it will start from the chakra 1 and go to the top. It will not come down. Come down.
And what would the female, do we have to mingle with that or something like that, female gland? Or the third eye, do we have to mingle with that finally? No, or just leave it like that?
No, during your practice, spiritual practice, it is always from the first chakra to the seventh chakra.
Yeah.
Okay, it is always. Kundalini awakens from it is bottom of the root chakra till it goes to the Shastra. That is how the Kundalini awakens. This is confirmed. It is firm. It will never be the reverse direction anytime. Okay. Now I will explain you the another part. I don't know whether you meant that. Post enlightenment, the masters, when all chakras are open, you need not to do any effort to open any more chakras. All 7 are open. Then what happens is the energy, it goes very high level. There are more chakras on above our body also. It travels by itself very high level, go down. Lower our body also there are many chakras. Goes up and down, then the masters have a choice where to settle that energy. Most of the people, most of the masters, they choose either heart chakra to settle that energy. So if you are talking up and down post-enlightenment, what experienced by the master, then it is yes. But that will happen automatically. It need not to be done. Okay. But if you are not talking about that master's energy flow, then it is never been done. Nowhere. Always your effort, always your practice, always your kriya should be chakra number 1 to 7. It will never be downwards anytime. Okay, that answers your question, Pritiji, because I cannot hear your question properly still, but I'm just trying to say that it will never be reverse direction. No, it will be counterproductive.
Guruji, probably she's asking after doing first round of Kriya, whether the Kundalini comes back and again it is to be lifted, it comes back on its own or it remains on top only. So that process probably is not clear. That process probably is not clear.
Now I think it's clear. How Kundalini will behave, it is up to the Kundalini. Our effort is to make sure that it is going. It is also possible only doing first round, it go up to the 7. It's quite possible. But our effort will be always from the lowermost chakra to highermost chakra, no matter where the Kundalini goes. Okay, we should not bother up to what level it has gone. All our effort should be from lower to the higher one. Okay, so let us again not concentrate, just like I explained to Sonika, how much percentage the chakra has opened, how much percentage the Kundalini has traveled. Don't spend your time in analyzing those things. Unless until it crosses permanently 7 chakra, spiritual breakthrough will not happen. So it is a false sense of progress. Today it has gone up to the 2nd and come back, and next day 3rd chakra come back. These are having no meaning. And that also changes day to day. One day it can go up to say 5th and come back, another day only up to 3rd and come back, because we are still in the practice stage. We have to keep practicing when permanently it is gone through in all the chakras. So that is the right approach to all these things.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now we'll go to the last part of that. Yuma, you would like to ask something? Yes.
Yes, Guruji. In our body, like in which chakra prarabdha karma will come and settle, like that? Anything is there like that? Like in which chakra it will accumulate?
It depends upon what type of karma it is. Okay. If that karma beej has to most likely it will cover your intellect, most like 3rd eye it will go to your brain. But if it is something related to lung disease, it will come up to heart chakra. If it is a colon cancer, it will come to that one. Okay. So if something like uterus or something, cancer or something, or that disease, it will come to the root chakra. So it depends. So it will come down to the level that is need to go. And that area of the body will get affected. So there is no straight cut answer there. It depends upon what type of karma, prarabdha karma is getting downloaded. But most of the things at the mental thing, it goes from the third eye itself. From that junction, it takes and affects that our physical brain. Okay.
Another question, Guruji.
Yes.
Every morning, if we pray to Guru, that my thoughts, action, and words, whatever free will is there, that is surrendering to you.
Yes.
Surrenderance, what it will do? Like it will whether neutralizes anything.
Oh yes, that neutralizes. But only thing not saying, you have to actually follow that. You have to trust that it is our Guru Mandala is guiding me. Okay, you have to actually walk the path. Okay, only prayer will not make the change. But if you truly implementing that into your daily life, you will not bind any karma. You will be guided, and you will not bind any karma in that case. If you surrender your all three things, free will, thoughts, words, and actions, to the feet of Guru or Guru Mandala. Okay.
Thank you, Guruji.
Okay, that is a good approach. Okay. All right. Fine. Now last part. Okay. Yes, Rishi. Yeah.
Okay. For the Kriyaman karma, right? You said we have to get into weakness mode and then if we can control. So, for example, I'm at a level where I'm thinking of some thought, and I've thought about it for a prolonged period of time, maybe like 30 minutes or so, and then I start to realize, okay, what am I thinking? And then I try to control. Will that still bind the karma? Like, is there any?
If you already thought about something for a certain time, you definitely might have bind some karma. But okay, but at least earlier is better. When you become aware, you just deal with it. Whatever damage has happened, it's okay, no problem. You try. Okay, you cannot neutralize everything. You just try. It's not easy. Then already, if you can, at your will, you can stop the thought. Then you are a master already. So you don't need any further things. But initially, it's okay. All right. Now let me come to the last part of this understanding. That this understanding is hundreds of lifetimes of karma has been stored into that fifth body. Karmic accounts are there. In the one lifetime, assuming this is the last lifetime, you are guided, but whatever meditation you do, it's not possible to burn all the seeds in one life. It is truth. However, you should attempt at least to burn that karma. You start your attempt saying that I will burn all of them with my meditation. You have to give your 100% effort. But if you say, okay, there are so many things to learn in the world, so what is the point in studying? So that is the thought process of ideology of the lazy people. Okay, nothing will happen to them. So don't bring this as an excuse, but that becomes a fact that you cannot. Whatever meditation you do, it's impossible in one lifetime to burn the 500, 600 lifetimes of karma bij. So what is the way forward then? Way forward is, as I said, you give your 100%. That is the sadhana is all about. You meditate as if you are hell-bent in burning all this karma. That's why it is called lagan mein agan hona chahiye. You need to, you start with this. At least let me start burning. No matter when it will come, maybe next life, then life after, or maybe after 10 lives, everything will be burned. But let me start now. That decision you can take. When you rigorously start meditating, and of course that burning will happen, then the divine will send you some master to you who will have a technology to unburden yourself by means of Karmakshalan. There is a process which deletes the karma. When it will happen and all, it's all the divine plan. You don't have much control. Okay, but if you get opportunity to any such thing, Karmakshalan, Only thing what you need to do, you have to say, yes, I like to attend. How many times? Nobody knows. Some people, one time is enough. Some people, they need maybe 5 times. There is no such rule that this person is good, that person is bad, and all those things. But whenever you get an opportunity, say yes, only from your side, and participate into that one. Last Karmakshalan of our group, we have done it in Puri last year. I think in 7th and 8th of December 2019. Many of you have attended there. And the next one we planned in Jodhpur and Jaisalmer Lake, but in April 2020, it could not take place because of COVID. Anyway, so we leave it to the divine when it will happen and all. But if you get an opportunity to just do that, just attend that. Also, you might have seen in the workshops, I do some process for put some tulsi with a chandan on your third eye and stick there for some time, absorb things. So these are the Karmakshalan techniques given by Mataji. Particularly this one came from Mataji. So I use that because, and Karmakshalan also we organize. I don't, by the way, just let me, for understanding wise, let me clear. I am not claiming that I am doing Karmakshalan. I am no one. I am just authorized. I am blessed to be authorized by Babaji. I pray to Babaji to do the Karmakshalan. I only pray. I don't do anything. I don't have a capacity to delete your karma. But Babaji has. And Babaji, as he has granted permission, so that only as and when that situation arises, the planning happens, is implemented, then only this is being organized. This Karmakshalan will unburden. You never know how many lifetimes of karma goes into such sessions. Okay, the whole purpose is to unburden you, unshackle you, so that you can move forward more freely, more lighter. So this happens to everybody. The divine intervention happens, and finally, suppose you have done a lot of meditation and attended Karmakshalan and all those things. In the final journey, when the time of enlightenment has come, that is also divine plan. So you will, through the meditation and all, so one day you will be able to cross the 45 minutes of no thought in one of such meditation. There's an intensive, enlightenment intensive thing you will put into last 40 days. Any one of those days, you will be able to cross that and divine intervention happens. And that is called Guru Kripa. The Guru Kripa, at a single moment, rest of your karma will be burned, like a go down is burned with a matchstick. That is the same way, rest of your karmic baggage will be lifted off. Then you get karmic account is 0. That is called Guru Kripa. Only that final moment that happens, it is not under your control. You cannot achieve that. You can only be ready. You can be meditating. You can surrender yourself, be ready. It is only the divine grace that happens. Whoever has got enlightened, they got enlightened only in this way. Final moment, the divine grace happens. Rest of the karmic account has been taken off, and then you got liberated. No karmic account, 0. The causal body converted into bliss body, completely lightened up, no karma left, no patches. So that is the enlightenment process, and it is achieved only through Guru Kripa, only through divine grace that happens. It cannot be achieved. I cannot give you a formula how to get enlightened, because enlightenment finally is a divine grace. I can only guide you up to how to be ready or how to be worthy to receive the divine grace. Only up to that level I can guide you. Rest of the things will happen as per divine will. So that is the right type of understanding. And with this I conclude this learning session. So if this final words, if you have anything you can ask now, then after that we'll go for Kriya and meditation. All right.